Hello, everybody. This is the weekly share for the Zera Shimshon. My voice is a little quirky today. I'm a little weak, but I'm trying to at least get this on for the oil. It's Parshas Ki Savo. So all the brachas, all the klale should turn into brachas. And it's Yud Tes Elul, the last month of the year, and wish everybody a wonderful Shabbos, and hopefully we'll see Aksiva v'Chsiva Taiva in the near future, Bezras Hashem, and yeah, it's Yud Tes Elul Tafshin Pei Hey, soon to be Pei Vav. Anyway, here we are. We have an interesting piece that's actually nagea to us as Yidden, this very close thing. Anyway, the first the Beis Hamikdash, and then Eretz Yisrael. So what does it mean? Vayavi'ehu el hamakim hazeh vayitein lanu es haaretz hazais eretz zavas chalav advash. So here's an interesting thing. If you read the order in the Chumash, it says, I'll bring you into this land, and I will bring you into this place, we'll call it. He brought you to this place, and he gave us this land, a land flowing with milk and honey. Okay, Rashi says, to this place refers to the Beis Hamikdash. And the words, and he gave us this land, refers to the Eretz Yisrael. So exactly what was first? Why does the Torah mention Klal Yisrael as being brought to the Beis Hamikdash before mentioning our being brought to Eretz Yisrael? The Yidden had to cross the border to Eretz Yisrael and get to Jerusalem before they could build the Beis Hamikdash. So why reverse the order in the pasuk? Some answer with a quote from the Targum Yonasan, Zecher Tzadik HaKadosh Avracha, on the verse and this is in Shmos 19:4. You can look it up there yourself. I will lift you up on the eagle's wings. Now, what does that mean? The Targum Yonasan says that this refers to the first Korban Pesach, which was brought in Egypt. At that time, the cloud transported the Yidden to the eventual Makam HaMikdash, the place where the temple was going to stand, and they shechted their Korban Pesach there. Ooh, that's something that a lot of people don't know because they don't learn the Targum Yonasan Ben Uziel. Now, the problem is, you figure this, how could they shech the Korban Pesach, if you know the rules in the Korban Pesach, how could they shech the Korban Pesach in Chutz La'aretz, number one, and not the place of the Beis Hamikdash, number two? So, Hashem took them there. That's what he means on the wings, eagle's wings. This is why the verse says to the place, to this place before he gave us this land. The Zohar in the old editions, which is 209b, and the Mekubalim, the Chesed Avram, which is in the Mayan 3 and the Har 3. So provide another explanation of the word sequence. Spiritual mechitzos separate Eretz Yisrael from other lands. These mechitzos extend from above, from the ground up to the upper spheres, and all the way up to the heavenly throne. The separation does not allow the 70 princes of the non-Jewish nations to come within 2,000 amos of the Jewish zone. In other words, Goyim are not allowed to come in that area. Surprise. Yeah. But the Mechitzos disappeared when Hashem decided to destroy the Beis Hamikdash. At that point, the prince of Paras and the prince of Yavan were given permission to enter the previously forbidden area, at which point the nations on earth were also able to enter Eretz Yisrael, something they had not been able to do until then. According to this, the wording makes complete sense. Only after Hashem brought us to the Beis Hamikdash could the rest of Eretz Yisrael be closed off from the nations of the world. All this changed after Hashem decreed that the Beis Hamikdash be destroyed, because when the angels of the non-Jews were able to enter the Mechitzos in heaven, thereby giving their subjects down below the ability to do the same thing, which meant that Eretz Yisrael was no longer the sole purview of the Jewish people. And I wanted to tell you that the Rosh Hashanah, all the nations, all the 70 nations, by the way, will be judged on Rosh Hashanah and be held accountable to what they're doing to the Jews. Okay, so it's in the davening for Rosh Hashanah, but I can't find it right now, so maybe we'll all look for it. Anyway, have a wonderful Shabbos, Kol Tov.